Well, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today we are going to be continuing with the diorama for the Spitfire, guys. So we have issue 106 and 107 of the Spitfire. Now, the reason that I'm doing these issues together is in issue 107, that one, there's not much to do. There really is not much to do at all. In 106, we are going to be finishing off 2 of the wheels for the tractor. And then in 107, we're just going to be doing a ladder. So I thought, well, I need to do sort of a catch-up anyway. So might as well just do 106 and 107 together at the same time. So that's what I'm going to do. So we get an extra issue in today. So, yeah, we better get started on this one. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing we need is we're going to need the tyre for the tractor. Now I've got this soaking just down by the side of me in some hot water. I'm just going to clean this off quickly. Oh, sorry, dry it off quickly. Because what we need to do is we need to put this part into here. Just like that. That was quite easily done. And then the next part is we need this wheel hub here for the front. Again, that's just soaking in some hot water beside me. Just going to dry off the excess. And then we're just going to put this on to here. Just like that. Dry the cutting mat. Okay, so we're going to need our tractor from the previous issue. And we've got these 2 parts here. Now it wants us to put these on. We have got a notch, so they can only go in one way. Now it's asking us to put both on. I don't see the point of putting both on, but we'll do as the instructions say. Okay, they're both on. Just turning the page of the magazine. Okay, so we're next going to be putting our large tractor wheel on. So it's going to go like this. And it's just going to sit on there like so. And then we need to screw that in with 2.3 times 5mm PWB screw. These are the ones that have like the flange head. Now normally I would wait and put the wheels on together, but I just thought, you know what, let's just get this done. Okay, that's now on there. Next we need to fit the smaller wheel on the front. That's just going to go on like that. And then we need to screw that in with a PWA 1.5 times 5mm screw. I mean, it would have been nice if they'd given us all the wheels in one go, but obviously not. Just lining up the screw there. Okay, that's now in place. Now the last thing we need to do is we've got a crank handle to put in place, which is this here. You have, if I look at this, you have a longer section and a smaller section. It's a smaller section that's going to be going into the actual tractor itself. It does have a half moon shape, so it can only go in one place. And it is actually saying to add a little bit of glue. So what I'm going to do... Oh, that was the microphone falling on the floor there. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use some of this Tamiya Extra Thin. The reason I'm going to use this is because I'm not going to get some glue out on a tray that's going to waste anything, when I can just literally put the brush in there with some Tamiya Extra Thin and then bob this in place. This is even going to give it a stronger bond, so and that's just going to sit in there really nicely. And I'll put that to one side to finish off gluing, just making sure I get it straight, which it is. Okay, so I'm just going to put that to one side because we're going to move over to issue 107, and basically these are the parts that we get in issue 107. There's no screws or anything, so let's put that Tamiya Extra Thin away. I like to keep a tidy desk where I can. And basically all we're going to be doing is constructing a ladder today. So, right, let's get this in the orientation it needs to be. Right, so there's two sort of prongs on here. Oh, great. Okay, so with it round this way, I'm just looking how it needs it to be. Right, so this prong is going to go in here. Very small. Right, okay. So again, I think I'm going to use my Tamiya Extra Thin cement again. So I'm just making sure that I get this in the right orientation. Okay. This is quick drying as well, so, you know, there's not going to be a problem with it. And just making sure I get this right, which is that way around. We're just going to bob this in place. Yep, that is definitely the right orientation. That's what it says in the magazine. Okay, I'm just going to use some tweezers just to apply a bit of pressure to... Oh, no, that was too much pressure. Should just use super glue, shouldn't I, really? Oh, well. You live and learn, guys. Come on. Just getting it lined up. It's not that it's fiddly around. I just don't want to get glue all over me. So if I use the back of my tweezers just to make sure that goes fully in, which it has done. We need to do the same on the other side. Okay. Now looking at this, this needs to go on. Well, it really needs to match what's on this side, doesn't it, really? Because if not, it's not going to work out right. So it's going to go on like this way. Right. Dried a little bit quickly there, so we'll just bob a bit more on. It wants to be going on this orientation. Where you can see the injection markings, which is the other way around, is the size that wants to go on the inside, which I keep on losing the side. Idiot. Oh, that's clipped nicely into place. Okay, so what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to wait a second for that to dry. Just making sure they're both on the same angle, which they are. It shouldn't take too long to dry. But what we need to do next is we're going to be adding this part here. And then basically these struts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pause my camera for this glue to dry. And then I'll come back to it and we'll finish the build, this issue. Making sure they line up. We don't want a wonky ladder. So back in 5 guys while that dries. Okay guys, I'm back. Now I've gone and finished the ladder. The reason for that is it was quite a bit of a thing to finish it. You have to bob super glue at the top here and then obviously down here, but that's how basically the ladder is. Now we do have in this issue, we do have a worker that will be on the ladder, probably something like that, and he's going to be working on the Spitfire. But that is this issue. That's this 107 done. Yeah, my ladder's a little bit wonky, I've got to admit, because it hasn't glued properly. But what things in the 1940s weren't bodged up, that's all I can say. But what I'm going to do with this this figurine, even though they're still looking freaky to me, I'm just going to wrap it back up in this tissue paper until I'm ready and finished with all the diorama parts. But that is quite fragile, I would say that. It's not really that great. And you can see some bits where it hasn't been painted, and yeah, it's just, yeah, I just don't think it's up to standard really with the ladder. But that's this issue done. So that's issues 106 and 107 done. Well, that's it for issues 106 and 107 of the Spitfire, guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching these videos. Starting to come together now. I do know that I've got 108, 109, 110 with me, so yeah, we're about 3 or 4 months off finishing this Spitfire build now, with the way things are going. So yeah, it's getting really interesting with the diorama. A little bit disappointed with the diorama though. The figurines are not painted great, and some of the things are just not right really, but it is what it is. But I just want to finish off this Spitfire and get it on display. It is on display at the moment downstairs, but I won't be doing a promo video until everything is finished and complete. Anyway, if you like this video, please remember to give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always guys, stay safe and bye for now.